All right, we're picking up where we just finished looking at the Iris model, and now we're going to look at the Hunter model. So the Hunter is now, we've kind of become good friends. This house is in our neighborhood here. It's at the other opposite end, like all the way down there. And it's right at the very end. There's no more. This is the other end of the neighborhood going that way. Well, that down there is the end of the neighborhood going this way. So, sorry about that. You've become good friends with the people that live in this house right here. And I don't think I've been inside a Hunter yet. So we'll go ahead and check it out. Let's see what we got. Okay, here's some pictures of it. I think this is the one we're going to be doing the 3D tour of as well. You can see it was still kind of being finished up when they took these pictures. Looks like they also got sort of a side porch there, as you can see. Take a 3D tour inside the Hunter. All right, so we'll go in here and all right, actually, where do we start here? Where's like the official front door of this? Is it here? Yeah, here it is. This is the official front door, and they basically have a foyer, which is interesting because a lot of typical houses we think of like have an entryway, a foyer, but not here. You can see there's not really an entryway or foyer here. It just comes right into the dining room. And then a lot of the other houses we looked at, it just come right into the living room. But this one actually has kind of a tiny, tiny little foyer area here. So that's unique. Here's the living room, which is actually looks quite a bit different. This, I have to say, this is probably the most different of the models we've looked at so far. They got a dining room over here, the porch is out there, and then there's the kitchen. So this is all just kind of all together very different. Here we are. This is, we're looking, oh, you can see, no, okay. Actually, we just toured that house. That was the one with the Fanimation air decor on the stairwell. What was that one? The Ellis. That was the Ellis we toured. We literally just two parts ago, we just toured this house right there. This is the first house in the neighborhood that I was telling you about. That's across from that one. You can see here this wasn't up in too long before we looked at the neighborhood, because you can see this, I believe, is the Betty that I was telling you about, was the very first Betty we ever went into. And it was under construction like that when we went into it. So this must have not been, or it could have been right around the exact same time. So they got a pot light over the sink. We don't have anything like that, but you probably wouldn't need one because this row of pot lights is already so close. But that's how they do it here. They have the pot lights are kind of in a weird pattern. I like the finishes they chose. This is kind of, actually these cabinets, I think these cabinets are exactly like ours, but I think this is a builder thing, so probably a lot of cabinets are like this. And the handles all look almost, actually I think the handles are basically identical as well, except that these are in brass, while these are in silver. And they do have GE appliances, and the backsplash is obviously, the counter is similar too, though. Yeah, actually the counter is very similar as well to this. This is marble-ish. Is this, I don't know, is this real marble? I don't know, but that's very similar finish. Oh, there's a guy there, the guy taking the picture. This is the tile they chose, but very different tile. Chose very different. And obviously they got a very different kitchen window than what we have. So I like our kitchen window much better. It's really big and stuff. Oh, but they got a full pantry, which I have to say is kind of cool. They got a walk-in pantry there. Wait, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? What in the heck is that? And what is that there for? Those are like three, We basically have a switch like that over there that I believe is for under counter lane, where it's just not a real switch. It's just there. It's like a switch. It's a switch slot, essentially. But there's just this, here's obviously should be the switch for the pantry light. And then what is going on here? There's like 4 switch slots just randomly up there. I have no idea what that's about. Is there any evidence of maybe she did that for some reason, the person who bought this house, the owner. All right, again, the laundry room is just out in the open, but it's part of the mud room. I swear, I've not seen another house that has had a separate laundry room yet, but obviously the Madison does, because that's what we have. And then here's this half bath, which I'm not crazy about. This is tiny, like really cramped. Let's go. There's the fireplace, which sort of has a black surrounding on it. That fireplace is different from ours. It also looks like they just put one bookshelf there, unless they're supposed to finish installing another one there. There's their side porch. I think I showed that at the beginning of the tour, and you can even see the exit to the neighborhood right there. That's the entrance and exit to the neighborhood right there, that we're looking at onto the main road there. So here we got whatever this little thing is right here, this kind of mini builder thing. There seems to be 3 of these in the whole house for each of the bedrooms. This is the master, which I have to say I do really like this master. This is a nice big master with a nice vaulted ceiling. And you can see they got particularly quiet neighbors. That is something we like to joke about in this neighborhood. It is next to a cemetery, and when I first looked at that, I was a little creeped out by that, honestly, that it is right next to a cemetery. But honestly, it's actually kind of interesting, too, being next to a cemetery, and it is kind of peaceful to take a walk in the cemetery on the paths and stuff. That cemetery has been there forever. I remember that being there as like a little kid, back when this was all just woods. So, here's their closet. Their closet has a window. That's kind of cool. Obviously, I probably would not need a bedroom this big, but this would be an awesome bedroom to have. I might have to say that might be one thing I like about this house a little better, is the master bath. I mean, bedroom just being so big. And the master bath, too, it's got a nice vaulted ceiling. It's nice and big and spacious. Well, I just have a very regular, ordinary master bathroom. But still, it's not, oh, and you can see they chose a pot light. This is probably another situation where you would not really need a pot light there, but obviously they chose to have one. And you can see. All right, let's go. I think that's the whole downstairs. So let's go now. Okay, now I do have to say this is weird. You come right in here. There's even like a little front porch here. You come right in, and right to your right is the upstairs. Well, the stairwells in this house and many of the other models we looked at are significantly further from the front door. Like they're kind of, you have to go past the living room and the kitchen. While in this model, it's right. Okay, sorry, I accidentally cut off the video. Anyways, as I was saying, in this model, the stairwell is right there. Anyways, kind of coming up to the loft area here. We got kind of its very different sort of landing area here. There's the stairwell. This is so different from many of the other models we looked at. Here's the secondary bathroom that, they also decided to put a cathedral ceiling here, and it has pot lights. The bathroom has pot lights in it. None of the bathrooms in our house have pot lights in them. Oh my gosh. And they got a separate shower and tub. Oh my gosh, that is cool. And it's a nice big tub too, although this might be the size of our tub, and it's just a tub shower combo. we go. And here's one of the secondary bedrooms upstairs. Again, they got that same mini builder fan in it. I don't know what that thing is. It looks kind of cheap. There's the little temporary office that they have. They have some kind of little baby Ellen Roth thing in there too, but I should make a video of that fan when the office is closed, because they're going to tear down that office after they're done building here. There's a view at the quiet neighbors again. There's a view. And actually, I don't know why this one's on a longer down rod. This one seems to be on a longer down rod. Second bedroom. And that's pretty much it for upstairs. So we'll head on back down to the basement. Going down here. Boop. 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 This is even different from this. The ledge doesn't even begin till like here. So this, I have to say, this model is very different from like any of the other ones that we've looked at. Now, I once saw some pictures of that White House, and I wonder if that first house that was built in our neighborhood, and it was really like interesting and weird. It didn't look like any other models that we had seen. So I wonder if that one was either really heavily customized, or maybe that's not even a real model, like that one's custom or something, although that seems weird. They got a couple pot lights that are burnt out down here. I'm not sure why that is, since they're just new, but I don't know. You can see it's just this, and this is almost like ours in that there's no bedrooms. It's just this kind of finished part, but there's no separate movie area. Like you'd have to have it over here or something. Like there's no little kind of nook that goes back for a movie room. And then these are, I guess, both these sides are just unfinished sections. And the owner did put a half bath down here, which I guess is kind of convenient. It would be cool if we had a half bath in our basement, because just because like you don't have to go all the way upstairs. You're watching a movie and stuff down there. You don't have to go all the way upstairs to go to the bathroom. But I don't really mind that. It's not a huge inconvenience. So yeah, that pretty much sums up the tour of the Hunter, I believe. So before I forget, let's look at a floor plan. There you go. This one isn't even mirror image. It's exactly what we got here. Optional scrooge porch. Obviously that owner chose the screened porch. Covered porch. So yeah, they just have like a little porch. And yeah, foyer, whole pantry there. This model's so different from any of the other ones we've looked at so far. And so I guess then in summary, the things I like about this model better than our model is just, I do feel like the bedrooms and bathrooms are more spacious and kind of bigger, which I guess maybe that you could just look at that as that's more stuff that has to be cleaned. But this would be a really awesome bedroom and bathroom with the nice sloped ceilings in there, and how the upstairs had just a separate like shower. Is that something that even comes with this? No, it actually doesn't. So I think the owner did that customly, but regardless, that was really cool. So I think if you maybe had a bigger family, a slightly bigger family, this would be a good home to go for, because this is definitely bigger. And it definitely has, with the foyer and stuff there, it definitely has, definitely more space. So yeah, I'd say those are the things I like about this house better. And I just like, the bedrooms and I'd say particularly the master bathroom. I just liked how it had a nice sloped ceiling in there, and the shower, and it was just kind of cool. But I have to say, it's also got some things about even this one that I don't like as much compared to the Madison that we live in now. So anyways, moving on, actually, speaking of which, moving on, we might be looking at our very own, the Madison. next. But it'll still be fun because we'll get to see a 3D tour of another one, which will be kind of interesting. So anyways, that sums up this tour. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. And now moving on to the Madison.